From Barton County to St. Joe, they blackened chimneys stand. Along amid the ash and rubble, in silent witness stand. And in the face of this black harvest, a blight upon the land. And each long chimney marks the place where doom and death did stand, Lord, Lord, doom and death did stand.
I write a lot and I read a lot. So after a year or so, I'm always thinking about the next. In fact, I just finished an album and I'm already thinking about what the next one or two might be. So, you know, it's like a painter always has several paintings going on. Well, the songwriter always has several songs going on, and very often those are themes. And I've got some new Civil War songs that haven't been recorded yet, and I'll have some more. I have some more of the Irish stories about immigration that I love to write about as well. Haven't recorded those yet, and those will certainly be on different albums.
The King, he has commanded that we must save away.
I love the banjo. I'm a long-time guitar player, and when I started working in music full-time, I entered an ad one time for somebody who was looking for a banjo player to play in an Irish band in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I borrowed a banjo and went and passed the audition, and then I had to learn how to play.
My grandfather's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by half than the old man himself, and it weighed not a penny, it weighed more. It was bought on the morn of the day that he was born, and was always his treasure and pride. But it stopped short, never to go again, when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, his life seconds numbering. It stopped.
I joked with my wife before I started working music full time that if I only could work 1,500 nights a year, I could make my living at music. And it's almost true. I've actually been doing it since January of 2000, so that'll be coming up onto 9 years. I think I have the best job in the world. You know, it's hard, and it was hard giving up the income because as a musician, I have to work constantly. My expenses are high and so forth, but I do love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. I think I love music more now than when I started even.
Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, my mind in bands on rambling to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board the vision and I said I'd rue the world till I gladly came to Ireland.
The new album is called The Sands of Aberdeen, and that's an album that I recorded with my friend Hugh Morrison and Mason Brown. My son Jamie also plays with us on there, and a few of the other musicians. The album is essentially a Scottish and Irish collection of songs. There's a few original songs, and there's some tune sets and that sort of thing, and it's just now hitting the radio world, and it's really starting to play quite a bit, which is very gratifying.
Well, I've been either running sound or have been a fan for years. I've witnessed him from when the local Celtic scene got started to now, from 10 plus years ago. So it's been a journey, and for him, it's been a pleasant one, you know, witnessing what he's been doing.
Well, what I love about Jed is the way he loves his music, and he didn't bring his banjo tonight, but he is possibly one of the best banjo players I have ever seen.
was cast the killing field.
I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but play that passage one more time if you can. You know what I'm saying?
They put the torch to every home, where every man they bleed.
Because if they weren't wearing a blue uniform, or if they weren't in some militia that they thought of as friends, they must be the enemy, so they'd kill them. And they burned their houses down, and the women and kids would have to go and fend for themselves. And off they went. And anyway, it was really ugly. And they would even do that to the guys that really were sympathizers with the Union, for example. So it didn't matter to them, really. It was all about stealing their horses, and there were more rogues than there were good guys in this mix. There weren't any good guys. But anyway, so what would it be like? And it was almost sort of like the 19th century equivalent of Hiroshima, the day after Hiroshima. You know, you'd be coming home and everything was burnt. Every property, every city was down to the ground in ashes. And the only thing that would be standing would be the chimney, from where the stone chimney would be standing there. And so it was like a marker. It was like a grave marker, because every time this guy ride by and see the pile of ashes in the chimney, he'd know that people lost their lives, his friends and his neighbors, and sometimes the enemies who were friends before the war.
They put the torch to every home, where every man they bleed. And this bright land, once green and rich, laid waste for friend and foe. The lot was cast, the killing field.